Hello, everybody. So today it's not a live video, but a video nonetheless. So we're going to talk a little bit about how to develop a mindset to navigate uncertainty. So, first of all, if you want to be a leader, if you want to be a manager, if you want to be a supervisor, if you want to own a business, you're entering a very uncertain world. I mean, the only thing when you're a leader, the only two things that are certain: at the beginning of every day, you got to show up, and at the end of the day, you get to go home. Sometimes the times you show up and the times you go home might not be the same every day, depending on the structure of the place you work. But definitely, if you own a business, your time, it fluctuates. And honestly speaking, in life, the only two things that are certain is life. So guess what? If you open your eyes and you're awake right now, you're alive. But at some point, you're gonna die. I mean, those are the only two certain things in life is life and death. So now that's just the overarching everything is this way. But in order to be a leader, in order to manage others, in order to be a supervisor or a business owner, let's just face it, okay? When you're an execution level employee, you have a lot more certainty. And so I'm not taking away from that. If you're going into your first management or supervisor position, it really is not easy. And sometimes you have to build a mindset over navigating through those uncertain times. And really, the only thing that I can say about that is you have to learn to expect the unexpected. And on the flip side of that, you have to be very intentional about everything you do. So, how are you going to be ready for those uncertain times? Well, if you are very good at planning out your schedule, then when those uncertain times come and they derail different parts of your schedule, then you will know exactly what you were missing. And you can kind of adjust fire, as I like to say, because you might not always be able to go in this direction. Sometimes this direction's not working, so you got to go in this direction. So it's not just time management. There are other things too. If you are the type of person that likes to know exactly what they're going to do every day, you have to give yourself permission to be okay with things being a little different. And your employees aren't going to show up with the same attitude every day. The job could get derailed by maybe your supervisor, or maybe a natural disaster comes in, or maybe something happens where you got to pay an exorbitant amount of money to get a repair done to make things work around the office, or maybe your computer crashes in a business. And I'm not saying you have to be a business owner to worry about this, but in business, it's uncertain. When you're an execution level employee, you know that if that uncertain time comes, you still work your hours, and if you miss those hours due to something that's not your fault, chances are you'll probably either get paid for it or get an opportunity to make it up. And when you're a manager and you're on salary, or you're a manager and you're not on salary, I mean, it doesn't matter. You have to deal with these things. You don't get to just go home and not deal with these things. As an execution level employee, you receive the guidance from those managers, from those business owners, from those people that are in influential positions, that if they don't take the time to prepare for these things, stuff's not going to get fixed. And if stuff doesn't get fixed, you might not have a job to go to the next day. Or, they just accept all the risk, especially if you're a business owner. So, resilient mindset to navigate uncertainties. It's just, you have to constantly problem solve and bounce back. And the only way to do that is to give yourself permission and to really be intentional with your schedule. That way you can always reschedule something if something derails your schedule. Those are the two biggest things. You have to give yourself permission and tell yourself that it's okay for stuff to go bad, for you to make mistakes, for you to, you have to be willing to really buckle down and make stuff happen sometimes without relying on guidance from other people. And, the other part about it is the scheduling. Make sure you're very, very intentional with your schedule. Some skills you need to work on is time management. You need to work on, your confidence so that you don't have your employees blowing you off when things get really bad because they don't think you can handle it. And there are other things too. You need to be a really good problem solver. A good problem solver will help you be more confident, and it'll help you with your time management when stuff derails. That's pretty much it for the day. Now, if you have any questions about this, just let me know. I'd be happy to help you with this. I've helped hundreds and thousands of people through these things, and I am happy to help you. So please give me a call, shoot me a message. Let's chat about what you have going on, because honestly, I like a challenge. So let's hear it. JJ Hardy, Victory Leadership Coaching. You have a blessed day.